ওয়েলকাম টু মাই ইউটিউব চ্যানেল। আশা করি তোমরা সবাই ভালো আছো। আজকে আমি তোমাদের ক্লাস 2-এর থার্ড সেমিস্টারে পোয়েম আওয়ার ক্যাসুরিনা ট্রি থেকে কিছু ইম্পর্টেন্ট কোশ্চেন তোমাদের আলোচনা করে দিচ্ছি। চ্যানেলে যারা নতুন, চ্যানেলটা সাবস্ক্রাইব করে রাখো, আর ভিডিওটা ভালো লাগলে লাইক এবং বন্ধুদের শেয়ার করে দিও। তাহলে বন্ধুরা আরম্ভ করে দিচ্ছি। প্রথম কোশ্চেন, দ্য ক্যাসুরিনা ট্রি সিম্বলাইজড দ্য পোয়েটস childhood memories, the fleeting nature of time, the beauty of nature, the challenge of life, the poet's childhood memories. Next question, what do the crimson clusters symbolized in the poem? A burden on the tree, a decorative feature of the tree, the tree's strength and endurance, the destruction of the tree, a decorative feature of the tree. The line up to its very summit near the star conveys the mystical quality of the tree, the great height of the tree, the spiritual symbolization of the tree, the loneliness of the tree. Shortic answer, the great height of the tree. The expression one sweet song that seems to have no close suggested, the endless joy and harmony, the eternal beauty of nature, the celeste monotony of the song, the endless sorrow of humanity. Shortic answer, the eternal beauty of nature. What is described as sitting statue like alone on the tree's crest? A green bird, a grey baboon, a brown monkey, a grey squirrel. A shortic answer, a grey baboon. The phrase horse tree in the poem refers to a tree covered in snow, a tree with old grey branches, a tree with beautiful flowers, a tree that has lost all its leaves. Shortic answer, a tree with old grey branches. What does the speaker imply about the connection between the tree and the companions? The tree has outlived the companions. The tree symbolized the eternal bond with the companions. The tree has become a symbol of loss. The tree represents the passage of time. Shortic answer, the tree symbolized the eternal bond with the companions. The line in memory till the hot tears blind mine eyes reflected regret and sorrow, joy and celebration, anger and passion, nostalgia and emotional bond. Shortic answer, nostalgia and emotional bond. What feelings does the speaker associated with the Casuarina tree? Fear and danger, indifference and burden, comfort, security and happy memories, loneliness and isolation. Shortic answer, comfort, security and happy memories. The word crest in the context of the baboon refers to the branches of the tree, the top of the tree, the leaves of the tree, the root of the tree. Shortic answer, the top of the tree. What does the tree make according to the poem? A dog like murmur, a sweet song, the rustling of the leaves, the baboon sky. Shortic answer, dig like murmur. The title Our Casuarina Tree reflected a historical significance, a deeply personal and emotional connection, a symbolic representation of industrial progress, the destruction of nature. Shortic answer, a deeply personal and emotional connection, which describe a stormling in the grave, the poet's companion, the water with the waves of the storm, the moonlit sky, the water with which concept does the poet connected to the skeleton, hope, death, where time? Shortic answer, death. What do the baboon offspring do on the tree? Sleep, watch the sunrise, play, sing. Shortic answer, play. Poet associated the tree with her monolithic past, happy pride, future dreams, lost memories. Shortic answer, happy pride. The poem emphasizes the relationship between nature and human emotions, past and present, both A and B, reliance and spirituality. Shortic answer C, both A and B. The tree is described as a silent observer of nature, source of fear and mystery, living entire tied to the poet's past, representation of time's decay. Shorty answer, relief, living entire to the poet's parts. The line sung darkling from our teeth referred to the sound of the wind, the poet's inner voice, the human of bees during the day, a bird's song at night. Shorty answer, a bird's song at night. Who does the poet wish to honor with a lay? The memory of loved ones, the Casuarina Tree, date itself, time and hope. Shorty answer, the Casuarina Tree. The poet uses the imaginary of the sea in the poem primarily to symbolize an tranquility of nature, highlight the connection between the tree and the poet's childhood, express the sorrow and melancholy associated with the passage of time, evoke a sense isolation. Third answer, express the sorrow and melancholy associated with the passage of time. What does unknown yet well known to the eyes of fate suggested? The poet's mixed feeling, deep understanding beyond what is perceived. The trees look, a link, a far away the place, a deep understanding beyond what is perceived. What literary device is used in the line unknown yet well known to the eyes of faith? Personification, paradox, metaphor. Shorty answer, paradox. The earthly trains are dreamless song. During the rise of the music, when the poet recalls that their prime by the classic shore of Greece beneath the moon. Shorty answer, beneath the moon. Why does the poet recall the tree during the rise of music? It embodies memory of her youth and homeland. It represents the water with lament. It appears in the moonlit zone of the earth. It is like to the classic shore. Short answer, it embodies memory of her youth and homeland. What is the poet relationship with the tree? It is symbol of death. It is dear than life to the poet. It is ordinary tea in the poet homeland. It represents the poet youth. Short answer, it is dearer than life to the poet. The poem's uses of love in the last stanza suggested that the poet believed that love will protect the tree from death. The poet wants to immortalize the tree through life. The poet associated love with sorrow and grief. Love represented the bond between nature and humanity. The poet wants to the tree through love. The poet expressed a deep attachment in attachment to the Casuarina Tree because it serves as a physical landmark, connection to the poet homeland and lost companions, symbol of environmental preservation, representation of the poet's childhood experience. Short answer, connection to the poet homeland and lost companions. The poet celebrated the Casuarina Tree as a source of creative inspiration, comforting link to her roots, symbol of material wealth, representation of earthly struggle, comforting link to her roots. The tree's importance in the poem lies in its physical render, spiritual significance, connection to personal and collective memory, contribution to ecological balance. Short answer, connection of personal and collective memory. The Casuarina tree in the poem, a symbol of strength and resilience, change and importance, loneliness and isolation, beauty and sincerity, strength and resilience. The earth is reigns in the dreamless zone during the rise of the music, when the poet recalls their prime by the classic shore of Greece beneath the moon. Short answer, beneath the moon. The poem highlights the enduring power of shared experience, scientific discoveries, romantic ideals, socialite in nature. সঠিক অ্যান্সার share experience. The tree laminate in the poem symbolized the end of an era, the unity between nature and humanity, the joy of companionship, the pain of separation and loss. সঠিক অ্যান্সার the pain of separation loss. What do the water lilies resemble as they spring up in the shadow of the tree? Snowflakes, fallen petals, white clouds, white cotton. সঠিক অ্যান্সার snowflakes. The phrase blessed sleep for eyes repose in the poem referred to the poet hope for eternal life, the poet companions who have passed away, the nature state and rest in the forest, the cycle of reason, the poet companion who have passed away. What does the poet associated with the tree in bronze? A fair, tremble, hope and death, eternal beauty, the passing of time, a peaceful sleep. Fear, trembling, hope and death. What is the tone of poem? Our Casuarina Tree, angry and resentful, bittersweet and nostalgic, playful and lighter heart, scattic and mocking. সঠিক answer playful and light hearted. What imaginary is created by the phrase gently the grind wears the craft, a tree adorned with the crimson flower, a tree adorned with creeper, a tree shining in the sunshine, a tree shedding its leaves. সঠিক answer a tree adorned with a crimson flower. What season does the poet mention in regard to observation the tree and his surrounding? Spring, winter, summer, autumn. সঠিক অ্যান্সার উইন্টার। আচ্ছা বন্ধুরা, আশা করি তোমরা আজকে যে কোশ্চেন অ্যান্সার দিলাম বুঝতে পেরেছো। নেক্সট ভিডিওতে আমি তোমাদের আরও কোশ্চেন অ্যান্সার দিয়ে দেবো দ্য বিট থেকে, তোমাদের যেটা তোমাদের দেওয়া হয়নি তার স্ট্রং রুট আছে, এগুলোর থেকে তোমাদের কোশ্চেন অ্যান্সার দিয়ে দেবো। আর ভিডিওটা ভালো লাগলে বন্ধুদের শেয়ার করে দিও। আচ্ছা বন্ধুরা, ভালো থেকো।